Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Pro to commentary done by Luminous. I do believe this is commentary 396, 95, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be doing for the 400th commentary. Generally, I do kind of a revisit of some of the older Dota 1 matches. I might do a revisit of a epic Dota 2 match. If you guys have any good suggestions, do let me know. But for now, and for the next couple of commentaries, I'll be casting Dreamhack. The tournament is, at the time I'm casting it, it's in the grand finals. I don't know who's going to win. I don't care too much who's going to win. I really am just looking to cast some very selected, really good matches that was recommended to me. And at least for this game, I have Eternal Envy joining me alongside. And hopefully we might have him for some of the other matches as well, but who knows. Envy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I just woke up a few hours ago. Just freaking lazy as hell because Bone7, as you can see, is playing for mousesport.
Yeah, he's the stand-in for mousesport, replacing
Quaiqua.
Quaiqua, which is Quaiqua. Thank you for your... I feel so bad. Well, actually, I shouldn't feel bad at all having my pronunciation corrected, but I'm being corrected by Eternal Envy, which
is pretty depressing.
Yeah, it's okay. But Lions Pride is a team that I guess not a lot of viewers maybe have heard of. I guess they're more of a tier 2 team. They have definitely a well-known player, Mini, who formerly played in QPAD Grand Pandas. And,
well, he's a stand-in.
Well, but he's
stand-in captain, guys.
Yeah. And then you have Link, who play on the original Quantic. Not the Quantic that's DD Quantic right now, but the original Quantic that have Rise, Migo, Angel, Link, which is one of my favorite teams. And they actually took second place in defense. First place was Navi, of course, if you guys remember. So, used to be a good team. Now he's here. And then there's Crit. I don't know who Noya or this last person is either. So, if you have any more information about them, feel free to let us know. But
alright, so for Link, he used to be a fairly good player, I think, but I wasn't playing back then, so I don't know for sure. But he went to the army, and after that he came back, and because his original team, they broke up and stuff. He played for, I think, what was that team? It was a team. He replaced S4 actually.
Oh, from Wolves, that team.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Wolves, and then that team was okay, but they weren't, the second place defense level. And then I think he plays for some other teams, and now he played for DD as well, and now he's in this team.
So he's kind of all over the place looking for a place to stay in.
Yeah. As for Mini, there was actually an American player that was supposed to be the captain, which is called Fun. I think he was on Roots.
Oh yeah, Fun. He's a really good player. I really like him.
But because the sad thing about the North American scene, and which we're currently facing now as well on my team, is that it does cost quite a bit of money to fly from the US or North America to Europe. For example, my plane ticket single-handedly is the same cost as 5 Europeans or 4 Europeans to Dreamhack. So it's just fairly hard to find a sponsor. And EO Pride couldn't send Fun, so now they're using Mini as well. As for whether Mini is going to replace Fun completely, I don't completely know.
Well, this is just for one tournament. We don't know if there's any replacement. But, I mean, there's the other kind of the big-name American teams, Team Liquid, Dignitas, as well as EG, which had the sponsor money to send the entire roster. But that's kind of another story where these are kind of the more well-known big-name sponsors. So,
yep.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate that Lions Pride would not be playing with the full 5 roster. But I was told that this is a fairly epic game. And mousesport is a team that you guys should be very familiar with. They are the Western qualifier winners, and they will be at TI3. But so far, Lions Pride's draft, I kind of like it. It's Darkseer, Spectre, Puck, which is something that I've learned while casting with AEI during the Eastern qualifier, is that Darkseer and Puck forces people to try to not clump up because, you don't want to clump up against Vacuum, Dreamcoil, Wall, and things like that. But Spectre at the same time, you don't want to be too spread open as well, because when he haunts or when she haunts, everybody's taking Desolate procs, and that's a ton of damage. So, have you been playing against personally this kind of lineup? And if you have, what do you do? What do you deal with this kind of lineup? What do you do in team fights?
Well, ignoring team fights, one of the main focuses of Spectre is just to try to beat him in the lane. But I don't think mousesports has the lineup for right now. Nick's shouting is fairly weak against the tri lane, and dealing with Darkseer, it's fairly hard in the safe. You can't really one-on-one a Darkseer. It's extremely hard. Darkster's always going to get a lot of farm. Unless you're like a super good solo bear player and the Darkster has no idea what he's doing, it's fairly hard to completely crush the Darkster one-on-one with any hero.
And then Puck by itself is just a decent laner. Nobody gets a...
It's an OD. Like, there's really nothing that can completely destroy him in the mid lane either, especially if you pull him. As for team fights, it's really confusing. Generally, you want to start a team fight by ganking the Spectre.
Okay.
But that's really hard. If you go for anyone else, though, he won't haunt in. And generally, lineups having a Spectre have a lot of AoE. And if you go for one hero, the other heroes all have a lot of AoE counter initiation, and it's really difficult to deal with.
Yeah, and now mousesport seems like you're going to run a offensive trialing consisting of Mirana, Shadow Demon, and Nyx Assassin, so... I mean, you say you beat them in lane, and now suddenly you have two range heroes at 600 that could harass away. It's very hard for Crystal Maiden to keep up by herself. I don't think she's going to be able to take any harass, and I don't see any really powerful support that Lion's Pride could pick up. To...
Bane?
Bane, yeah. Bane is definitely a good way to kind of disrupt this kind of combo. But I imagine that's what mousesport is going to do, right? Offensive trialing with these three?
Yeah, I think so too. Batrider versus Darkster should be even-ish, and then the mid lane we'll have to see. Of course, the NA could be going middle, and then mousesports can have like a super strong trialing. If they pick like a Kato or a Lina, then their trialing is going to be super strong. And Puck against Nyx Assassin mid, Nyx Assassin doesn't necessarily beat Puck, he still loses, but he stops the Puck from having the mana to gank, and then Nyx has mana to gank. So, actually, overall, the matchup, I like it for NA.
I mean, yeah, it's like what you say, though. From level 1 to 4, 1 to 5, Nyx Assassin's going to have a very tough time, especially against a Puck that's most likely going to get pulled by a No Talisman or something like that. And
I don't think he's going to get pulled, because you can't really pull your mid and your Spectre, and they have to pull their Spectre if they expect aggressive trialing.
Do they? Well, we'll see actually how it ends up. We do see Keeper of Light being banned out here, and last but not least, see Weaver gets banned out. So it seems like Windrunner's going to play support here, so you have kind of a hero that has very, very decent nuking damage, but more importantly, a great harassing animation, and while retaining ability to run away from any kind of initiation coming from mousesport. And mousesport looking for their last kind of solo hero. Any good addition? It feels like they don't have a true carry.
No. The NA can go middle.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm not. They banned Kato though, which is a pretty good hero for their lineup. I think Lina would be really good. When you have a Lina, Shadow Demon, Batrider, you can burst down anybody. Like you drag someone in and you own him with the what's it called, the W from Shadow Demon, the Amplify.
Soul Catcher, yeah.
Yeah, and then you just Lagula him and that guy's dead instantly. And you fight and you can fight 5 vs 4. And with the leap, you can easily chase him down. One of the interesting things I didn't mention was oh, they are gonna pick up Queen of Pain solo mid.
So it is gonna be a support Nyx Assassin. Syndra now selects him. And you're going to have a long lane matchup of Batrider. Well, Fada plays...
Fada is mid.
Yeah, Fada
that's gonna
plays
be
mid.
That's going to be a Bone 7 Mirana, I think. Right? Mirana, Bone 7? Come on.
Or is it going to be a Black Mirana?
He's so good at Mirana, and he's so good at Batrider.
Like, for example, in the past, when I see a Chinese team, when they play their one player on Mirana, it's like the offensive trialing, like Burning plays offensive trialing Mirana.
It's going to be Black, probably.
Yeah. And then you're going to have...
that's the only carry on the team.
Bone 7 Queen of Pain, which not exactly what he's normally used to play, but I'm sure he could play that hero well.
Oh, he's pretty used to playing.
Okay. Well, they're taking a little bit of time in terms of selecting the hero. How do you think the lane's going to match up here? The trialing offensively against a Crystal Maiden, Spectre, and then a Windrunner. I think mousesport's actually going to do okay here.
I actually don't know. Crystal Maiden's a fairly weird hero. It's that when he gets level 2, he becomes ridiculously strong in the lane. The same goes for Runner, actually. Spectre is pretty awful. Pretty damn awful.
I mean, he's going to be okay. He's not going to be...
Pretty damn awful, to be honest.
He's going to be basically tanky. Now, here's the thing I noticed. Spectre did not get pulled. He does not start with the poor man's shield. Has bought basically everything for himself. Is getting pulled. Yes, he is. He's got pulled a single tango, so... I'm not sure whether you personally agree with this, because Spectre is definitely a big part of the team, and he's going to eat a lot of harass here. Noya, who's going to be playing the Darkster, most likely on top. Let's quickly introduce the team here. It's going to be Link playing the Kiro. We have Rodden playing Puck solo mid. Crit's going to be on the Windrunner, and then Mini the Sandin playing the Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's going to be Mouse Black on Mirana, Syndra on the Nyx Assassin. It's going to be PAS playing on the support Shadow Demon. Bone 7 going solo mid Batrider.
Thank God. His Batrider is a big, like, you can never give this guy Batrider.
Why is that?
You should never do it. You'll lose.
Well, he's your teammate. I don't think you should say that out loud to people that may or may not be listening. But
oh, everyone fucking knows already.
All right. That's good to know. Then you guys are eating a bad ban every time. And last but not least, it's going to be Fada up top. So looks like the offensive trialing trying to go in here and decide to drop off a couple wards. This is what I've noticed personally in a lot of Eastern qualifier game or Eastern games in general, is that a lot of teams like to put 2 wards to block off this 1 pull camp. Is that happening a lot in the Western Dota scene as well?
Oh, you mean the...
It's like they put one over here to the right side of that tree, and then they put one on the either the left on the magic bush or south of it. You know, that gives you the vision of south of the camp. But
I think where you place the word is dependent on what vision your opponent has, because you want to place the word based on where they don't see you. So if they're zoning you out from the bottom side, you're gonna put it on the top right side. It's basically like that.
Okay, so they actually put one here to the north.
Yeah, because they didn't have vision there. If they placed it in the south, then they would have vision, then they couldn't place it anymore.
No, I mean all the way to the north, blocking off the north camp, which is something that I guess you don't want them to get the pull off. Meanwhile, it looks like these 2 supports are getting somewhat zoned out, and Crystal Maiden's going to tangle through to get herself back in the lane. Actually, PAS is hanging around there. I think they're going to go for the first one. Yeah, Crystal Maiden's going to get disrupted, and the Impale's going to follow through as well as the arrow. Really good timing here from Synderen. Follow up with the arrow and a couple of right clicks. It's going to be first blood going to Synderen. Quick boots. Or maybe a upgrade on the crew and then a quick magic stick, because magic stick pretty OP in tri lanes.
I think in this tri lane, the support should be standing behind the Spectre to last it. The problem is though, they do that, they don't have any time to D-ward, and which is what they're trying to do. But if they try to D-ward, they're just gonna keep feeding.
I mean, if they stand behind the Spectre, who's gonna protect the Spectre from being harassed down or from being denied? So far, they're not really doing a good job of harassing him just yet, but eventually that's gonna come, and he doesn't have that poor man shield.
I don't think they have a choice though. I think if the supports go to the side, they are just gonna keep feeding.
Yeah, we'll see. This is definitely one of the more difficult lanes for them to deal against. Meanwhile, back on the top lane, Noya already down a salve, I believe. Maybe actually it was cancelled by Queen of Pain. So Fada, I imagine he's gonna have the lane advantage here. Yeah, sure. The Darkseer is gonna have a little bit of CS, but Queen of Pain's dagger harasses somewhat too much, and he has great animation to get denied. Back in the mid lane, it's gonna be a Puck versus Batrider. You know this matchup a lot more than I do, so take us away. Tell us what exactly happens in that matchup.
Batrider should win this matchup slightly, but because the Puck got pulled, it's hard to say. But one of the bad things about Puck right now is that he didn't expect this to happen. He expected Bone 7 to be in the safe lane or in the off lane. So he doesn't have a magic stick, which I think is a big mistake. Right now he's a bottle. He's saving a bottle, and he does have his bottle. But I think getting a magic stick first is probably better. But he's doing fine so far.
So in your opinion, he should have, as soon as he's got 200 gold, just flew a stick out and then just save for a later bottle.
Yeah. The magic stick is just too important, I guess, as a Batrider.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense, because by the time you get the 600 gold next to get the bottle, you already have probably a 10 charge of the stick, and that alone just gives you, like, equivalent healing, I suppose, of, like, a third of a bottle, if that makes any sense. And he's out of mana at this point here. 5 stack up, now 6 stacks, but his phase is going to take him away from a little bit of aggro. So, a ton of harass coming out on Lion's Pride. They're still farming okay. They don't have the pull coming out, so I gotta say, I'm not really liking their positioning so far. Ooh, this is pretty interesting. Shackle Shot level 2 on the Windrunner, so a purely defensive build, no power shot to go on the offensive. Meanwhile, Black has actually got a single point into Leap as well instead of Starstorm. This is... I thought that Black should have been getting Starfall right now and just get as much damage as possible, because these two support hero particularly, they don't nuke that hard.
I don't really know why. One reason to why you should get Leap though is because your supports might roam. And if they do, then you need a... Like, if you have Starfall and Arrow, you're just gonna die.
Right. Well, they don't know.
That's why a lot of people go Leap. I think most people actually do go Leap, because you can just, like, sack your bottom eventually.
Sure.
Gank mid.
Well, that's definitely a fair choice. Looks like Crystal Maiden is going to get 1 ward, denying this particular
Let's see if Synderen's going to go there and try body block. I think they're going to do that. That's what they should do. They have complete control over a jungle.
Well, they are walking in right now. Crystal Maiden doing a little bit of harassment. Maybe they're going to try to make a go here. Nova's going to hit, and now Impale's going to follow through. Here's going to be a dagger. Arrow, oh, and that's going to get blocked. Link walking right in. He's going to be going for the kill. Shackle Shot coming out from crit, and Paz is going to take some desolate damage. South also getting cancelled. I'm not sure whether that was luck or he was just purposely kind of taking a shot for his ally, but Black couldn't get that arrow off, and good stuff here. Getting a return kill like this on
they blocked the arrow, like, and that Shackle Shot was so good.
Yeah.
So defensive skill becoming, like, super awesome.
Yeah, and look at Black. He's actually taking a second point into Sacred Arrow. So Arrow did recently get buff, and the longer that you cast it from, the more damage it does. Nice cancel here on the clarity as well. This defensive dueling, defensive trialing, playing a lot better as well. Nope, we're gonna see Arrow now. It's gonna hit on Crit, but Winran's gonna get out. Now Shackle Shot. Who are you gonna go for? Are you gonna go Cinder? And the dagger's gonna hit both as well. And it looks like Cinderin's gonna bite the dust as he does not have Spike Carapace. It's Mana Burn, and this is a second kill that this defensive dueling got. It's good stuff. Wow, I'm very, very impressed with this dueling.
I'm very impressed by this Moonrunner.
Crit, landing them Shackle Shots.
Yeah,
Now he's got
and
boots.
The Crystal Main level 2 is just so strong. Like, this hero used to be, like, the hero for safe lane trial lanes.
Right. I mean,
back when people actually used them.
The range was so high. The Frostbite might not be the most useful or the best spell in this kind of area, but if you need a lockdown, it gives you a lockdown, so it's not too bad. So where do you go from here if you're mousesport? You talked about we're gonna. I guess I'll fast forward this as this is a pause, and we could kind of talk about it. So you run an offensive trialing. You basically gave away 2 kills that you can't really give away. You have Leap on your Mirana. Do you support just decide to harass and roam mid? But at the same time, you're ganking into the other lane, which is a Puck or a Darkseer, which not exactly really gankable lanes.
I think they're just gonna have to stay in this lane and wait for the co-op to get level 6 and for the co-op to do stuff.
Why? Because they just can't gank the other lane? Like, it's just...
Yeah, it's just too difficult to gank the other lane. It's possible they can gank the mid lane, though. The Puck doesn't have much mana right now.
Okay.
And if once someone communicates that, then it should be okay to gank that lane.
If you could fast forward to 21:18 of the replay time, that's where I'm at. It's fairly a long pause. But yeah, it seems like the mousesport trialing is somewhat out of the option. We could quickly check out in terms of the goal graph. It's a tiny bit of EXP lead in the favor of the Radiant, but more importantly, a fairly nice chunk of goal lead for the Radiant as well. Spectre already going to be going for a Blaze of Attack. You personally think it's going to be Tranquil Boots better, right?
You said Django after Tranquil?
No, he's going for Blaze right now for phase. Do you think that he should be going for Tranquil instead? And sort of more of a...
I don't like Tranquil that much. I think the heal, it takes too long. The passive regen's okay, but other than that, it's not that good.
I see.
Wait, before we unpause, I want to talk about some stuff. I couldn't mention it before, too much stuff going on.
So you're already at 21:18 though?
Yes.
Okay.
So the arrow is really hard to land in a game against Spectre, because once he uses Haunt, you can't shoot your arrow anymore. So that's going to be extremely freaking annoying. Also, if you use the Invis, if he haunts, he can still see you guys, like, in a sense.
So, they don't actually see the heroes, but the Haunt illusions will still get onto you, whether you Invis or not. That's definitely a property of Haunt, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be fairly problematic for the Mirana. Another thing is, Shadow Demon hardcore counter Spectre in some situations. If the Spectre is ever alone, by himself, the Shadow Demon can just kill him. Like, it doesn't matter what items the Spectre has. I think the Spectre will kill the Shadow Demon because of Dispersion, and then the Shadow Demon will also kill the Spectre. You do like 2k damage in like 4 seconds if you disrupt them and then amplify Purge.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, that the illusions themselves also get Desolate. So that's why you see some Spectre going for Manta to increase their personal damage, but at the same time, the Disruption illusions from Shadow Demon will also kill Spectre very quickly. So let's actually get to unpause in 21:18 in 3, 2, 1, go. I do apologize for that tiny bit of technical difficulty. Hopefully we don't get any more pauses going on. But going back into this game, the Radiant getting a couple kills, the Mouse trialing not really working out well. Also, we haven't really talked about the entire kind of synergy of this lineup. It's very big clash of playstyle, right? You know, mousesport, it seems like it's nothing but gank with the Batrider, with the Queen of Pain, with the Mirana. On the other side, it seems like Lion's Pride just really focus in terms of more mid to late game. Make sure that you get your big Spectre, make sure that your Puck has a Blink Dagger, and hopefully your Darkseer has something like a mech early, and you just team fight 6 towers, take the game slowly, and then win eventually.
Yeah, one thing is that the L-Pride, even though they have a super strong late game hero in Spectre, he's gonna be like the solo carry. Unless Puck gets ridiculously farm, he doesn't really have that much semi-carry potential, whereas the Queen of Pain has a lot of semi-carry potential, and the Batrider late game is super insanely strong, because he can drag you like really far with Massive Madness.
Looks like they're going to be doing an initiation, but Shackle Shot, that's going to be in 2. Puck's teleporting in right now. It's going to be Nova. It's going to be Coil. Cinderin's going to be dead, and they're going to go right on Black. I think Black's dead as well. He's going to try to take Link to the graveyard with him, but it won't happen. He had to burn a salve, but I think Crystal Maiden or whoever else is going to give him salve as a return. What a TP here from Rodden, and What a turnaround. Great play here from the Radiant team, and they cement themselves to a 4-1 lead. Gold check closer back to 0 now. I'm surprised that they have actually lost gold. Did a kill happening anywhere else? Not too sure. But...
No, it's Fada is owning this Darkster slightly.
Yeah, I think Darkster, I saw in the minimap, he was forced to go back to base once, but he's leading by 10 CS, he's leading by 10 denies, and he also has a teleport scroll, so I think Queen of Pain maybe should have teleported to the bot lane, but I'm not sure whether she could got there in time to actually do anything, though.
I think he would have killed the Spectre, for sure, but then he would have lost a lot of HP on the tower, and there's a possibility the Spectre wouldn't have chased and got them to kill anyway on Black, so I think it was the right choice for Fada not to TP. You can't expect the Spectre to be stupid and keep diving like that.
So what do you think that Fada's got to do? Because by far he's one of the more farm member of the team. Bone 7's up to 1400 gold as well. Is it going to be a quick blink for Bone and then I guess quick gets from Queen of Pain, or do you think she's
Watch
going to...
bottom first. Oh wait, he didn't get caught. Okay. No. I think he should get BKB this game, but we'll have to see. BKB pretty much destroys every single hero on L Prime. If you have a BKB, you're invincible this game. Like, no one does any damage to you.
Well, until Spectre gets big enough to ignore that and right-click you, but that's...
Wait, Desolate hurts, right?
Desolate does go through BKB,
oh, okay,
yes.
never mind then.
But, I mean, you have Blink, so it shouldn't be the biggest issue, at least not anytime soon. But, yeah, that remains true, the fact that... Oh, Dreamhack missed on the mid lane here, Bone 7. Nice juke to the north. Firefly going over some trees. And let's quickly check out how we're doing in terms of CS on bot. 19 on the Spectre, which is nothing to write home about. And Black, you know, on the offlane, still farming 35 creep kills. Decent.
He's missing a lot of creeps right now because his teammates aren't helping him last under our tower. He missed 4 out of 5 just now.
For Black?
Yeah, he just missed the wagon too. But the wagon was all luck, so I can't really say anything about that. But now we know where the gold's coming from. Black does have a lot more CS than the Spectre.
Yeah, and even though they're getting some kills, you know, she is still a melee hero. Phase we now finish on Mirana, so the harassment is going to be coming even more so. L Pride's going to take it slow. Meanwhile, we do have Bone 7 teleporting back in the mid lane. What do you think we're going to see after a Blink Dagger? Is he going to farm a little bit more, or is he going to start basically ganking the Spectre nonstop? It seems like that's a logical choice, right?
I think he's going to farm, but we have to see. When you play these gank heroes, you don't just force ganks. You have to look for opportunities. So if the opponent doesn't give you those opportunities, you can just farm. That's one of the good things about Batrider is that he farms so freaking fast that you don't have to gank, and he's an extremely strong late game hero. When
you say force gank, I mean how much is that force? All you need to do is TP bot, Firefly over these trees, and then come in and get a kill, right? Or what do you mean by force? I'm not catching it.
Let's say the Spectre, let's say the team just like stays back, and then the puck pushes your mid lane, then all of a sudden, oh, there's a Batrider missing for sure because I'm hitting your tower middle. Then you can't just dive the bottom tower with Batrider because then they'll just TP in and kill you. Until you have force stab, it's really hard for you to just dive a tower like that.
Well, speaking of TP scrolls, we do see Mini teleporting up top. If you want to get that kill on the Queen of Pain, you gotta surge her in because she's definitely one of the slowest heroes, especially without boosted speed.
I'm not exactly sure what he's planning with this Crystal.
I mean, it's a level 1 Crystal Bite, so it's only half a second. I'm not sure. Yeah, gonna run, and Queen of Pain just blinks back out, and Crystal Maiden's not gonna die. Oh, there's gonna be Haunt as well. Teleport gets canceled. I think maybe it was the Batrider that TP me. Batrider has a boot to travel.
What the hell is going on, guys?
Well, he's your teammate. You tell me what's going on.
He's gonna farm.
He's gonna AFK farm?
He is gonna AFK farm.
Well, you talk about how Batrider is
a Mask of Madness or something.
Well, I hope it's not a Mask of Madness, but you say that Batrider is a quick farmer. We never really see this kind of bat, right? It's always a dagger rush. It's always a first afterwards. I expect to see a similar item build still.
I wonder what his teammates are saying right now, because I bet they're all surprised.
I mean, do you think he told the team, said, hey guys, I'm gonna go boot travel now? Or did he just straight up got it?
No, he just straight up gets it. That's his personal style. He doesn't say shit to the team.
Okay, well, I guess you're not too happy about that, but what does the Boots Travel do for the team here? I mean, it's not a bad item, considering the fact that you could always teleport right into the middle of a team fight, like, onto the creep wave and stuff.
I think he realizes that in this game, even with a dagger, he can't do anything. So he's gonna need to farm his Blink plus 4 staff. And I think the Boots Travel helps him farm a lot better than all the other items, just because of the move speed. And because you can TP 2 places and gank without losing any gold from using a TP scroll.
Well, so far he hasn't teleported anywhere just yet. A single Nova happening on the Shackle shot. That's gonna latch. No, just on 2 creeps. These shackles on crits are pretty good. Did he TP up top?
Yeah, he did. this Shackle nerf. Why? Why did they nerf Shackle like this? It's so silly. Before, in the last patch, the Shackle would have hit for sure because it prioritizes heroes over creeps, and now it doesn't do that anymore. It just hits whatever's closest.
I thought it always prioritized heroes over creeps.
It doesn't do that anymore.
Why not?
I don't know why. It was never listed on in the patch notes. It might be a bug, but I've been realizing that.
Well, I don't think Windrunner needs a nerf or anything, but well, there's a nerf on Windrunner. I mean, she's not really selected too often, but in any case, it's going to be crit. Trying to protect the ally from farming. Shadow Demon's gonna get himself. Oh, he might be in a little bit of trouble here as Pos. Gonna eat a power shot at the very least. Shackle shot. Yep, they're gonna get one kill. Are they gonna look for a little bit more? It's gonna be Coil just on Cinder and Nova. But here comes a TP from that Batrider. It's gonna be Flaming Lasso on the Puck right from the get-go. And I think they're gonna kill Puck. Puck's dead for sure under that fire. And Link don't way too deep under the fire as well. That's a double kill from Black. They're looking for a little bit more. Queen of Pain's in their team fight as well. They're gonna get a third. Is it gonna be a fourth on the Windrunner? She's still got Windrunner. She's gonna be fine. She pops it. She's home free, but I guess that's what a Breach of Travel does for you. You don't even need a blink, because you just go right onto the team fight.
Yeah, you don't need a blink if they're gonna run into you.
Right. I'm not sure whether I like Link's decision to kind of dive in for that kill, because they probably would have got it without even him tanking in the front lines, and he gave away a kill that he doesn't really need to give away, and he's going for Blameo. Now, actually, I've heard about this in Western Dota. It's more of the common build, but it's so different from the standard phase drum into Radiance that the Chinese like to do. Give us a little bit of a reason in terms of why this might be an okay build.
Watch the top first.
Yeah, I'm watching right now. He's dying. Yeah, well, or maybe not. We're going to see Batrider coming in. I think Batrider is going to get at least one kill on the Crystal Maiden. Flame break up on the top, and yeah, it's going to be mini dead. Well, no, he's surging back out. Nice play by the Darkseer. So Bone 7 looking.
Bone 7 doesn't care though. He's gonna Firefly and then go into the jungle and farm that, I think. Or maybe they'll get a kill with the Queen of Pain. But most likely he's just gonna farm the jungle. He doesn't care. He's
also got one of these more interesting skill builds, just 3-3-3 all over the place. Here comes the Queen of Pain. Nor does he have a teleport score? He does. He's gonna get the hell out. Flamebear's not gonna find him or anything. Good play. But yeah, back to the item build on their Spectre.
I've been trying to figure it out myself, to be honest. I haven't tested it out that much. But the thing about Blameo is that, let's say you pop Blameo on like an anti-mage, and you run in, they just walk away, and they don't give a fuck. And you don't do anything. And then they'll just wait for your Blameo to run out, and then they'll kill you.
Right.
But if you pop a Blameo and a Spectre, that's a completely different story when you have a Dream Coil, when you have the dagger. And you have a phase boost. You just run in and you start hitting people. And all of a sudden, they're kind of forced to kill you, but they can't, because you have a Blameo. Another thing is that 4 of the heroes on Mouz don't like buying BKB on their heroes.
But they're buying BKB. Look at Mirana. He's got an Ogre Club.
I think he's going S and Y, but he could buy BKB. BKB is really good. If he did BKB, that Blameo is going to be a really big pain. And like I said, the Queen of Pain is going to make a really good decision, and he's going to buy a BKB as well. Most Queen of Pains will actually go Orchids, which I do not agree with in this game. And he made the right decision, and he bought a BKB. So that Blameo is not going to be as effective as it should be, but it's still a decent item. If Black is forced to buy a BKB, that's not really that good for him.
I'm not sure how much it's forced. Every time I see an offlane Mirana, and this goes all the way back to like 2011, 2010, where I see Burning went offlane Mirana for the first time, he also went BKB first. He basically leapt in BKB and started right-clicking, which I remember from history wasn't too effective from that game that I saw him. It looks like we might see a gank up top here. Link Batrider trying to get some work done, but his Firefly just ran out, so lost flying vision. In fact, he's going to maybe run into Darkseer a little bit. He blinks back out, and the Puck blinks back in. Wow. Oh, man, but he's going to orb back out here, and we're going to see a Dream Core. Bone 7 probably going to die here. Queen of Pain walking back and forth, Shackle shot, not a latch, and he's going to go down. What's that?
What a player, guys. Bone 7, what a fucking player.
Well, they all blink dodge each other, but the coil still finds him, so...
Oh, you see, he bought items. He bought smoke and a ward. Because he uses hotkeys for shop. He's the only player I know who does that. I can't do it. It's too hard. But yeah, he bought wards, a smoke, so he doesn't lose any gold.
Oh, nice. Did he actually lose... Oh, no. I was gonna say if he had reliable go, but no.
Oh, he lost something. He's actually lost something.
Wow. Oh, what a player indeed, but back on the bot lane, they're gonna try to get a kill here, maybe. Blink here, dodging, but the Impel's gonna be right there, and they're gonna try his best to kill, but Puck now goes up north, and I think Puck might be in a little bit of trouble. Trying to TP out, but the arrow, and that was close. He's also, what a player. Rotten playing
That's
ball.
A lot of TPs, and that Spectre is going to freeform now. I was actually going to say that Bone 7's death wasn't that bad because they forced a lot of TP stall, and maybe they're going to pressure the Spectre. But now, because of all these other TPs, that Spectre is gonna free farm for quite a bit. So, Bone 7's death was actually fairly bad because of that.
Well,
it's not his fault though. But the other TPs, I think there's too many.
we're gonna see Queen of Pain getting in a haste stream, so maybe she's gonna do a little bit of harass against Link. But I mean, when there's a Spectre farming for, let's say, treads into drums into a relic or a radiance or manta or something big like that, there's a ticking clock. I don't really feel like there's a clock because she's farming for a Blade Mail, and
there's not gonna be a clock because there's a Shadow Demon, but still, it's still a Spectre, and Blade Mail is a really good item on Spectre.
I will hope to be proven wrong because I don't think it's a good item. As we see a tier 1 tower getting denied up top, and I do believe they're gonna get a kill. Blink, Waning Rift, Foil, easy picking. Crystal Maiden not gonna get the kill. Puck, grab that one. Well, actually, it's gonna be Flaming Lasso coming up from Bone 7. Nice pickup here. They're gonna maybe look for a little bit more. In fact, here comes the Puck. There's gonna be wall vacuum's gonna come. The wall's gonna complete whiff. So runs right into it. The arrow's gonna hit as wall here on the Darkseer. Darkseer, I think he's gonna get picked off. No, he mechs himself back up, and he's gonna be fine. Oh no, it looks like Queen of Pain's gonna come in with the haste. He's gonna get 1 kill. Where's the Spectre?
Oh,
Is he gonna
missed the power shot. He would have got the kill in the NA. That sucks. Now he's gonna die for it too.
Oh man, I thought that was gonna land for sure. He doesn't have a teleport score either, and yeah, Chris gonna die for sure. Spectre was using his haunt. I feel like Spectre's haunt so far hasn't been able to accomplish too much. Not that it's his fault or anything, but the hero hasn't done much. Period.
Well, he's a Spectre. He's 2-1-4. Calm down, bro.
Have you seen the way that Chinese play Spectre? They actually gank like level 7 straight up. But
they do. Well, the thing is, like, Owl Pride's actually ganking too much. They've been overextending, like an unexperienced team. They don't really. They just see a kill and they go for it, and they don't really consider the fact that there's a lot of counter gank potential.
Especially from a batrider with the Blink, Bucci Travel, and now he's going to be going for Force Staff. This is going to be the definition of a race car batrider, and I mean, literally he has at least saved himself close to 700 gold worth of teleport scroll by this point, right? And he's going to keep on saving, so it's definitely a factor that we don't consider too much. And there's a particular streamer out there in the name of Merlini always rushing Bucci Travel first, and people laugh at him for doing so, but in this case, the way that Batrider's been playing, this is probably the best that you could do when you go for like an item like that.
Yeah, he's gonna farm a Force Staff, and then he's gonna buy a Massive Madness.
Uh-oh, Mini's gonna be dead. Well, he drops the Sentry Ward before dying, but Cinder Dota, easy Dota, cool stuff. Alright, checking out the go graph here is gonna be a 1500 goal lead, or 1500 goal lead on the Dire, and a slight bit more of experience. It doesn't feel like the Dire team is doing enough though. They're not really pushing down towers. Not that their team is good at doing that, but it feels like, again, against a Spectre, maybe you want to force some ganks, but it's like you said, you can't really force ganks. It seems like Bone 7 and the rest of mousesport is just playing counter gank, which is odd because you expect a team that consists of Bat, a Queen of Pain, to be the one that's actively ganking. It seems it's like the Windrunner, the Crystal Maiden, the Darkseer, and the Puck is the one that's leading these ganks, and I guess it's okay for them to gank, but at the same time, they don't have to, right? They just have to.
Well, if you look at the way that the game is being played right now, Batrider's farming their jungle, Sun's farming top, and the bot lane is even right now. So they're gonna get the farm lead like this. So there's no reason to force yourself to gank just because the opponent has better late game if they're not farming shit.
You mean they as in mousesport is gonna get the farm lead?
Yeah, if you're gonna get the farm lead, it doesn't mean anything that you're going like. It doesn't matter if the game goes 80 minutes if you're farming 4x your opponent the whole game.
Well, they're definitely not farming 4x of
their
opponent.
I know, but
yeah. I see your point.
A lot of new players like in pubs actually go like, oh, look, they have late game, let's push, and then they all die, and then they lose.
Right. Well, it's gonna be the Brilliant that's pushing right now, but oh, Puck is gonna try to come in for the Batrider. Batrider is gonna be dead for sure. The Desolate damage doing a ton. They're gonna get 1 kill, but they're gonna get a little bit more. It's Queen of Pain on the back line. Queen of Pain nowhere near, and it looks like tier 1 tower is gonna be dead as well. So pretty good push, showing the power of Spectre as well as Puck, kind of isolating that push. It was Queen of Pain actually trying to get a tier 1 tower up top, destroyed, and he did, so very nicely done.
So overall, I think that that favored mousesports a little bit, but so their Spectre got a kill in the Batrider, and they got a tower.
They also got a long-range arrow on the bot lane here against Link. Link fairly tanky, but oh, I thought they were gonna get that kill for sure. Synderen, I think he just ran past the Sentry Ward. No, that's I think a mousesport Sentry Ward. He runs in, he runs south. Crystal Maiden drops a Sentry, but every time he drops Sentry, he's gonna get impaled. The Shackle Shot's gonna lash after a vacuum, and that's a 2-man power shot to seal the deal. Link even pops his Blade Mail, but damn, holy crap!
Oh my god, is he doing it?
Thought he pop his BKE?
Holy shit, I thought he was gonna go for the man mode Dota here, but...
Did he misclick or something?
No, he was gonna man mode Dota.
And then why not?
Just ran to the trees, and he was like, fuck this.
Well...
This is a lot of, like, this is amazing by Fada and Black, I think. When you do things like this, when you pop BKB, you don't blink in, or when you see a Spectre of 40 HP and you don't shoot him because you're scared of a shackle shot, this is what it means to be an experienced, good player. Most players would just go for it and then they'll die. But instead, they think better of it, and they're like, okay, I can't get the kill, I'm just gonna be patient. I can't get it, I'm not even gonna bother.
Recognize your reach in terms of how much you get away with and how much you can't, even with the 10-second BKB. It's somewhat sad that it's gone to waste in a sense that it didn't do anything, but at the same time, he didn't die, and that's all you care about. You were talking about how the Dire team is out-farming them. I'm looking at the net worth right now, and it's a batrider. A batrider leading the entire game, and it's going to be a Queen of Pain closely second up, and if you want to go down a list to that Spectre, she's nowhere near that top of the chart, and she's almost seemingly like a utility Spectre, despite the fact that he's AFK farming Rising all day.
He's a Spectre though.
I mean,
he's fucking strong.
Right, he is. I mean, it looks like we did have a little bit of Moonlight Shadow action coming out. Fada does have the BKB off cooldown right now, and maybe they can look for a little bit more Mini. I think Mini, she's dead. And this is why we don't see Crystal Maiden too much. It's a hero that just gets... Yeah. Oh, Shackle Shot not gonna latch here. BKB gets popped here by Fada to get one kill. It looks like they're gonna look for a little bit more force that forward. Where is the Flame Brick? That's gonna hit right on crit. Well, really, the arrow comes in. They're gonna focus on no. Big Sonic Wave's gonna get one kill. But meanwhile, though, it's gonna be Fada getting shackled up. But here comes a BKB Mirana. That's gonna get themselves a second kill. Here comes Link trying to look for that strafe one, but not gonna find any. 3 for 2 trades so far here. I think that favored the Radiant team a little bit more, considering that Spectre was able to get a couple of kills, and more importantly, mousesport is operating under BKBs, and those BKBs, as it gets lower and lower, the effectiveness of Lion's Pride is gonna go up as these more and more mid-game teamfight pops up. But
I heard you can't sell the BKBs either, which is actually a pretty big deal.
Who's their BKB?
I mean, you can't drop the BKB anymore, which is a really.
You can drop it. You can't sell it. You can't sell it.
Are you sure you can drop it in the new patch?
I think so. I don't see the reason you can't.
I've been told you can't.
Okay,
but,
so maybe I need to test.
I need to test it though.
Yeah, or maybe somebody could let us know in the comment section below whether you could drop it. But man,
before I was gonna say something before we got too far in. Freaking one someone that killed someone again. God damn it. That tier 1 push in the bomb tower, it showed why Mouz couldn't push. It was L Pride that actually pushed, and they won that push. So if Mouz pushed instead, I think they would have just got wiped in the past. So that was a pretty good explanation of why they couldn't do it.
And that's somewhat deceptive considering the fact that Batrider is one of the best pusher in the sense that he could always find a target and isolate and kill him, but at the same time, Elpry has very easy.
He didn't have the force staff. You can't just blink in. If you blink in, they're just gonna stun you and you're dead.
Well, now the fact that they have a force staff, can they maybe try to get a push?
Yeah, I think they are. I think that's what they're doing right now. They were looking for a gank bottom and a push bottom, but then it didn't work out. So then now they're going middle, and now that didn't work out either. So they're gonna be patient. They're gonna go back to farming.
Meanwhile, we do see another invisibility gank coming out on the bot lane. Syndron, he's been fighting these ganks, but he's gonna run into a Sanctuary this time. One of the many that Mini has been putting. Do they actually take a fight over here? I think the wagon may actually...
Look at this play. They just back out because they sense it. They sense that the opponent knows. This is what it means. Like, and then go straight back to farming. When you look at Bone 7 them play too, he went bottom, didn't work out. He farmed the opponent's jungle, he went middle, it didn't work out, then he farmed his own jungle. When you go for these ganks, you gotta have a plan B. And when you don't have a plan B, when you go for these crazy ganks that don't work at all, and you don't get anything out of it, and there's nothing else you can do afterwards either, that's when you fall behind. And right now, like, even though their ganks are not working, they're falling behind a little bit because it's always just going to be Spectre who's doing pretty good. But it's not too bad.
I mean, the net worth chart is still showing the fact that the Dire, at least the farmers, are definitely quite ahead, and it's going to be a BKB, yet another BKB coming out from Batrider. I like the fact they're going for all these BKB that render somewhat the Radiant team useless, their spells and most of their heroes and even items. But at the same time, it feels like if you don't use these BKBs and get something drastically done with the first, 4 or 5 charges on them, eventually you're going to be very weak. And so far, if you look at the map objectives, they don't even have tier 1 mid or tier 1 bot. They're winning in terms of team fights, they're winning in terms of farm, but I'm not sure how much that's going to last. And it looks like we're going to see a little bit of engagement. Dreamcold is going to get himself Bonezo. That force staff got canceled. He's going to try run himself out of there. There is a puck coming in. Purchase a the haste rune. I'm not sure whether they're gonna get a kill. Haunt comes in as well, but here comes the BKB bat. No, he gets blown the hell up. The mech's gonna be there. Sonic Wave not gonna get cast, and Quap blinks back out. And are they gonna try to engage Crystal Maiden, dropping ultimate just for the AoE slow? The arrow's gonna hit on crit, but they don't get the kill on crit. They back off as well. They recognize they can't really chase. Black, does he have to leap? He does, but it's on cooldown. No, he gets silenced. Meanie's gonna get the ultimate from Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain's gonna be able to pick off a couple guys, and she blinks away as well. 2-for-2 trade, 2 supports for Nyx Assassin and a Batrider. Again, another team fight. You say that Outcry probably having the advantage. That's another round of BKB charges down the drain for mousesport.
Yeah, and also, Mouz is gonna be healing after that fight, whereas Eopod doesn't go straight to farming, which a lot of people don't really talk about, but it's actually fairly important.
Yeah, I mean, they won't be able to farm too much because the creep wave is, I guess, pushing across the river. But it's a wave of farm that Fada and the rest of the team is not able to get. Speaking of Fada, he's going for a Scythe of Ice next. Already has that ultimate orb, which is I think the kind of the next tier of items they need. BKBs again is nice, but I just don't think it's enough because they are diminishing in terms of value. And it looks like Link has picked himself a Diffusal Blade. So Blade Mail, Diffusal Blade, and now Drums. He's definitely a factor that you can't ignore anymore, and I don't think they have been ignoring him. They just can't really deal with him at this point.
It's so hard to hit the Spectre because you don't know who's real. Yeah. You actually don't. When he haunts, it's so confusing, especially with the wall and stuff and the coil. Like, it's so hard to play against the Spectre.
It also feels like the damage coming out from mousesport is somewhat limited in a sense. Sure, Batrider was the first person that went down that team fight, and they lost a lot of damage from him. But Black was not even able to... Well, they eventually killed the Crystal Maiden and Windrunner, but it took them so much, and they were basically out of gas at the end of the team fight. And again, these heroes don't really scale that well physically. I guess not Crystal Maiden, Mirana is the prime exception to that rule, but she's not really... Like, she's going to have Manta, BKB, and then maybe an MKB to start even making a dent, but anytime before that, she's not going to be really a big deal.
The thing is, though, like, Spectre's late game is weird. He's a really weird late game hero. Sometimes he doesn't do anything. Because he's so based on his dispersion and the Desolate that sometimes you can, if the Desolate doesn't do anything and you just hit everyone else and you kill everyone else first, and the dispersion doesn't do any damage, then you can still win the late game.
So, I mean, that's what a Spectre is supposed to do enough damage to basically garner the fact that you have to hit her, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, we're getting there. And Blade Mail is an item that doesn't help particularly with that regard, but if they do focus her, Blade Mail is going to do a ton of work. Smoke Gang trying to come in the mid lane. I'm not too sure whether they could get it. They have to initiate with the Blink Silence, but Black can always pop that BKB. If you get a BKB charge out of this for free, then it's still not bad, and in fact, they do get one. Again, BKBs are very precious resources. Drains them down to 7. Checking out on the gold graph. Still 1,000 gold lead. I mean, it feels like Adara should be leading more and more in gold because they've been farming more and more, but it's the Radiant that's somewhat winning these small-scale engagements. They're looking to get a Tier 2 tower. And the fact that mousesport is not defending against this Tier 2 push, in fact, they're looking for a Tier 1 trade on the bot, just signifies that mousesport, they know that they can't really take these fights. And if you all go BKB first and you're losing fights, I'm not liking their late game at all. I mean, where does Mouse go from here? Yeah, where does Mouse go from here?
The thing is, like, my trust in the bat late game is so high.
I mean, okay,
so high, guys.
Tell me why you think Bat is predominantly a powerful late game hero. A lot of people think he's a great laner.
Mask Madness, like, it's just stupid. Like,
you said Mask of Madness?
Yes, Mask Madness is a stupid item on Batrider. If you grab someone and you just drag him like freaking half the map.
Oh, so you're just using it for movement speed?
Yeah, you run almost 5-2, and you just drag him so far, and you kill him. It's actually a pretty big deal, and I really think this because I did watch the Alliance game, which I guess I don't know if we're gonna be casting that.
Maybe we'll see.
That was like that Batrider, holy shit.
Was it S4 Bat?
No, it was 1-7 Bat.
Oh shit. Okay, well maybe we will cast that game eventually. But so you're saying a blink drag with the 4 staff is not enough? You still need to add a little bit more extra movement speed on top.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see about that. Looks like we do have a little bit of Tier 1 tower trade in the mid as well. They lost 2 Tier 2 towers for Tier 1 towers, but I guess having Tier 1 towers down for this particular team is pretty decent. And now you can see that Blown 7 as well, Syndering getting access in the jungle. It's going to be somewhat difficult for Spectre to farm as safely as he was farming before. But
so many TPs from Radiant. None of them are farming the opponent's jungle. That's the one difference between how Mouz is playing right now. How Okay, I don't think they're gonna get the kill.
Black, another very trigger happy with that BKB. I thought he was going to be fine, but recognizing and respecting the nuke damage coming out from Puck. But you were saying that the Radiant, after they popped the tier 2 tower up top, should have went into the Dire jungle, farmed it, you know, made sure that the Dire team don't have any place to go back to. Instead,
that's why even though they're trading towers, like the gold graph is still going down, just because of their jungle.
At least for now. But meanwhile, we're going to see an initiation against Link on the bot lane, and Vendetta open through, even using the Sonic Wave, but here comes, oh, Blink, Shackle, buyback coming out from Link as well, and they're going to try the best to get the hell out. If they lose Syndrome for this, I think it's going to be absolutely fine. Yeah, it's going to be a kill from the Spectre, but that's a kill on the Spectre, that's a buyback on the Spectre, and all she got out of it was the Nyx Assassin kill.
Well, they might be able to get some damage on the bottom tower.
Well, they'll try to do so. That's also an upgrade on the
If they get this tower, the AL Pride is actually going to benefit hugely from this, because the Batrider, I mean, the club that uses BKB, so maybe they can fight this. Of course, the Link doesn't have taunt, which is a pretty big deal.
They're going to initiate now on Noya. Where's the follow-up damage? It's going to be a long-range arrow. They keep dragging him. They actually purge him on top as well. There's a BKB ban now going on the Spectre. Spectre does have a level 2 Diffusal Blade. Mia, it looks like Crystal Maiden has gone down. The Blade Mail being completely ignored. And it looks like they're going to focus on Quap. And Quap, silence, purge. She's going to be dead. Here comes the Puck. Puck tries best to blink back out. They're hovering over him. He blinks to the left, and that's going to be it. But the big thing for me was...
I'm so stupid, man. Batrider, what am I thinking? They can't push.
Well, BKB Bat came out at the right time, and it's like you predicted. A Morbid Mask coming out on the Batrider. Wow.
You can't push against Batrider. It's just, what the hell? What do you do?
I mean, we saw them just pushing against Batrider like 10 minutes ago, but that's before they had the Force Staff, right? Now, when you have a Force Staff and a Blink Bat, it's basically like a one-way Venge initiation. One person gets caught out, he gets focused, and the person that's initiating is always safe. And that's exactly what we saw out of Batrider from the last game. And he's literally got 50 gold away from the Mask of Madness. He's 6 slot.
Sell that branch.
Sell that branch?
Yeah, he's maxed now. This is his max. But
I mean, I guess eventually you start a bottle for maybe like a Scythe of Ice, but...
Yeah. Or a Refresher.
Yeah.
Because Refresher doesn't give you the double BKB.
Well, this is pretty awesome stuff coming out from our I guess, Kaipi's resident bat player. How come he doesn't have games like these when he's in Kaipi?
He does.
You just don't get bat.
No, we did get bat against Alliance. It was amazing.
Alright. Okay. Amazing Dota guys from Kaipi.
Are they gonna try pushing again just because they have a pipe now? Is that why they're pushing? They have a gem and a pipe. And they have a sheep stick on the puck.
It's gonna be
so they have a lot of items. And Diffusal level 2, that means he really wants to fight.
Well, he's got Diffusal number 2 in the last push as well, but it didn't work out here. And
yeah, but that doesn't mean he really wants to fight though, because I don't think he used any of the charges, or like, maybe like one.
He used one on the Queen of Pain, and that's how they got the kill. Moonlight Shadow ran out, and I guess the Radiant team maybe senses something coming. Mimi actually coming forward, but he can't do that against a Batrider. Shackle shot. Maybe that's gonna lash, but Mirana, or not Mirana, Crystal Maiden getting blown to hell. It's gonna be Puck coming right in. Oh, defensive disruption against a Scythe up target. It's gonna be Pos getting a purge jump against Link, and Link, look at him getting really bursted down. It doesn't matter. You have you blame out, and meanwhile though, it's gonna be Bat Dota guys trying to get one kill. He does get the one kill. Crit is gonna blink himself out of there. Meanwhile, Mirana TP's out as well. Also a TP out on the Windrunner. Everybody on the Radiant team makes back home alive, but all they got out of that push was a Shadow Demon. I was criticizing on mousesport not getting too much done with the BKB charges. Now the team fights are coming a lot better. They're not actively seeking for it. In fact, they're a lot better when they're defending, because it's literally 4v5 every time they start a team fight.
Look at Bonsound right now. Look what he's doing with the Mass Madness. This is ridiculous.
What? Oh, so he's just literally farming the
He
entire
will
jungle?
kill all the entire like jungle, literally.
He could blink, he could Force Staff. That's insane.
He just killed 4 camps and then he killed the lane with the Firefly.
Wait, where did he start from? The top lane?
He started from the lane. He killed 2 waves and he went to the jungle.
That's
and now he's gonna Mass Mana, he's gonna run back home, he's gonna boost travel back, and... I was actually gonna say a lot of positive things about Mouz for not going for the Roshan, and instead realizing they can't get it and they're farming, but they actually tried in the end, which was a waste of time, but whatever.
They try a little bit, but you know...
At least they backed up before he died.
Yeah, you don't need to force anything, and the reason they can't really do it is against a Puck, against a power shot to Shackle, or to Scout, and of course there is always the threat of that Haunt, but you know, after this game's kind of been back and forth for a couple of minutes, and Link dying in the last couple of team fight, he still got himself a couple power gold. You think he's working towards a Heart next to make himself a true big tank, or do you think he's working towards maybe a little bit of like a butterfly, like a little bit of damage item.
I think if you're gonna go damage, you have to go Manta. I think he should go Manta, but I'm not too sure.
And look, Blink, Force Staff, Arrow. Oh, it looks like he's gonna miss because the Flame Lasso ran right back out. And Puck's gotta be very careful because the BKB bad. He doesn't get really on the front line. Here comes Sahan, the wall on top of everything. It's full retreat for mousesport. The BKB are also running out. They bite the Bat, and Bat, I believe, is dead. Crystal Maiden dropping her ultimate. Bat still very, very tanky. Does he have force? He does, but unfortunately ran out. And looks like they're going to keep on chasing. Does he ever buy back from Bat? That's a question here. A Purge going on Synderen. Synderen going into Invis, and now Spike Carapace Impale on top as well. The arrow is going to miss here. The second arrow missing from Black Dota. It's as easy as it was for the team fight previously. And now L Pride comes back in with the big team fight.
Are they gonna get the Roche? The Roche is actually lower. Maybe they can get it. Like, oh my god, Mouz actually lost that fight because the Massive Manacles on Kuno.
Was that?
That's actually thought he lost. Yeah, that's thought he lost the fight.
I thought that he dragged it. He was moving so quickly already.
No, he didn't. It was actually on Kuno. I realized it wasn't up, and it was 10 seconds, so there's no way it was up. If he had it up, he probably would have killed him and then got away. But now they might lose a Roshan. And this is the problem of going for Roshan before. If you can't get the Roshan, you don't lower it.
I mean, whether the Roshan was a low HP or not,
it wouldn't matter a lot, I think.
Yeah, Batrider is dead. Batrider is dead for such a long time. The arrow is going to slow it down, or at least try to do so, but El Pride eventually is going to still get it. And unless we're going to have some Bamboo Dota, he blinks and pops the BKB, Sonic Wave, he wants to fight, but it's Spectre getting the Aegis. He also hexes, but no, he gets Purge. He blinks back to the north, and Spectre does not care, neither does Puck, and I'm not sure whether this is some throw to the defensive disruption. Can he make it out of there? He now goes to the north, and I think he's still alive. Does out of region, a Purge comes out. Finally, they got him, but have they bought enough time for Batrider to get it into the middle team fight? He's firefighting, he's looking for a kill, unfortunately. Not close enough with that blink. He gets himself back out.
Oh no, they just lost 4 kills, 1 tower Roshan, and another kill on the Queen of Pain.
Go Graph.
That hurts. That hurts so much.
From 75,000 goal lead in about 5-6 minutes ago, now back down to 0. And the most dangerous thing is the fact that they're doing it against a Spectre, who's, by the way, just chewing through these Diffusal Blade charges. So
he has a freaking Aegis on, like, Spectre Aegis is so dangerous because he has 3 lives if he does that.
Yep. Oh, he
go hard now though.
Yeah, he's gonna go hard, so he's not gonna save for any buyback. Blink Dagger picked up here earlier, or a lot earlier actually, had one on the Windrunner to help her land the Shackle shots, and now another one on the Darkster, and I think it might be that's probably the most dangerous one because no matter who you get initiate on, or even no matter who you want to jump and initiate on, if you're the Batrider or mousesport, you're gonna get 4-man vacuumed and 4-man walled, and after a hunt with that, like you said, it's all confusing. Like, who do you focus on? You just have to run, but it's hard to run from these particular hero. I think L Prime might just look to take this game late. mousesport might be the more experienced team. They might be playing a lot better during the mid game, but hero potential alone, I think Spectre could take it late.
But I think the team that is better is favored in the late game.
True to a certain extent. I mean, there's always that argument, like especially in StarCraft, you hear that argument a lot. Like players, like the better Korean pros, like the super S players, they always like to drag the game out long because there's more chances for mistakes, and if you're the better player, you make less mistakes and you win. And you know, Dota could be like that as well, but
and generally those mistakes are based on your patience and your mindset. And more experienced players do have the better a lot, generally speaking.
Well, let's see if that's the true the case here, as mousesport is definitely taking this to the late game. They're not actively seeking the push. They're not saying, guys, there's a Spectre, let's suicide push mid. They're saying, you know what, we could drag it out late, we could take it long, and hopefully we could win it there. But
I'm sure right now they're like in despair though. Like right now they're probably feeling like shit because they just gave way too much, and right now they probably feel they're really behind. And
because they gave away the Aegis, they actually can't take a fight right now, right? Oh, looks like BKB is going to be used on the Batrider. They're going to get themselves a Crystal Maiden for free, but that doesn't mean anything. Like,
I gotta say, Mini's been dying too much this game.
Well, he's up against a Blink Bat.
It doesn't matter. He shouldn't be there. And the other times, like he's a really good player. So I expect a lot more from one of the best European supports.
Well, unfortunately, definitely not having one of the best European support performance today. Give away a couple kills. Checking out in terms of inventory and whatnot. Any big item pickup you see? I guess Pos pick up a Ghost Scepter, definitely very helpful for himself. Sacrifice on both Fada and Queen on Fada and Rodden, and I guess what item do you really go for now? BKB is going to be up on Puck, and I guess Fada is going to be going for something like Shiva's Guard, maybe Acceptor. What would you go here if you're Fada?
I would go Shiva's. I think that item is really good.
Yeah.
Batrider, guys.
Where? Oh, you saw somebody mid. Blink lasso. Blink to the right side. And anybody see him? No. Made it out alive. Nice. Meanwhile, looks like Noya also.
Well, I was surprised he was able to blink under the Firefly.
I told you could always blink under Firefly or Asper or anything like that. There's like.
Yeah, but I'm surprised like they didn't realize which way he was blinking to, and he blinked right away.
That ain't no quad blink. That's a blink dagger blink.
No, blink dagger is the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same thing. But we tested it. I showed you that. I told you that if I blink to where I'm facing, that I can always do it. But if then I can't blink anymore if I get iron shot.
Well, maybe he was already facing to
has a really shit turn rate too.
Yeah, maybe he was already facing to the right side. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised Mouz didn't catch it since he blinked right away.
Yeah. For those of you guys that are not sure what we're talking about, blink dagger. Even if you get hit, you have a buffer time. In like I want to say 0.1 second or something like that. Maybe it's a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter. Even if you get hit, you could still blink in that 0.1 second of time. So if you watch some of the older like Yafet's video PIS, there's this one scene I remember where he got gushed by a TIE Hunter and he blinked like while getting hit by the gush animation. Like it's stuff like that. Bad Dota on the top lane here looking for the initiation. Force staff and go. Well, Mask of Madness coming all the way back out into the team fight. They want to focus on Puck. Puck getting bounced around. He's dead. Pipe somewhat being used. Wall on top. And, well, here comes Spectre in the middle of that team fight. Meanwhile, Mirana doesn't care. Gets one more kill. She leaps back out. And BKB Blameout's already ran out on Link. She's actually just have to disengage. There's also a buyback being used. I think that was Puck. And she's right back in the team fight. But I'm not sure whether you push or do you say, guys, they're out of their ultimates, they're out of Lasso, they're out of
Lasso, you gotta push now, right?
Yeah, they're out of BKB. I think that's the more important thing. So they just go. And Link says, all right, tier 3 tower should be easy, but
that Lasso's coming back though. Oh no.
Oh, arrow not gonna hit in this case. And Aegis is gonna be out in 5 seconds. So if they get a kill on Link right now, that's
oh, you ain't running away from a Massive Madness. Freaking Batrider, are you serious?
Oh my god, Blink, Flasso, now force that backward. They want the Puck again, but it's a Blink Shackle. Now Bones caught out. Does he have the Ghost Scepter? Is that Ghost? No, that was Moonlight Shadow. Purge right on top of the Mirana. Mirana, does he have a leap? He pops the BKB, he leaps out, and now Bones 7 Dota is right back. And you can see a Cinder looking for one kill. Offensive Disruption coming out as well. BKB cuts pop on Fada. These are the second BKB. They now blink on Link. Link gets forced back out. He pops up. Look at this chase. They just want him dead. Link can now finally purge out. He's still got drum charges. Is he popping? Fada blinks one more time, still looking for the kill. He now purged. Arrow's gonna get blocked by the Puck. They are gonna go for the Puck instead. But Link, he's so damn tanky. Is he tanky enough yet though? Oh, they finally get Link and Fada. I think they can keep chasing. No, they back off. What a team fight coming out from mousesport. Great buyback from Bones and the low cooldown of these ultimates, allowing them to re-engage multiple times. And in fact, Lasso's cooldown again, and this time they're looking to push.
You can't. It's so hard to run away. You have to run away way faster now before your Aegis runs out. Because if your Aegis runs out, then the Batrider is gonna chase you with the Massive Madness. You can't run. I think should have backed out way earlier. Also, I think Link could have lived if he purged off. You can purge off the poison, right?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah. So he didn't do that. So if he didn't, maybe he would have escaped.
Well, I think Fada will just blink another time after. Oh no, another initiation. Look at this. Blink, Force Staff, Lasso, Mask of Madness right back out. And guess what? The Mask of Madness giving him a little bit more attack speed on this tower. I think they're going to be the first team that's going to get the racks because you talked about the Spectre having 3 life with Aegis and buyback. Well, she's got neither, so she's got 0 life and she's dead now. And first racks, like you said, going to the more experienced team, the team that has more patience. The team that has better game sense, mousesport, takes it, despite the fact that I don't think they could have. And
Spectre's not doing enough in the late game though right now. Well, I'm not sure if it's because of his items but what items could he have that can possibly do that much though? Like maybe a Manta instead of a Heart, and then we'll buyback on the Aegis maybe. But
to me,
right now he just has a lot of items that don't do any damage and they're just ignoring him.
Well, tell me, what does the Blade Mail do for him? What has it done for him?
The thing with Blade Mail is that it's always going to be a good item on Spectre. It's always going to be a decent item. Just because people don't think about Blade Mail the way you're supposed to. is that it's always going to be good on Clockwork, it's always going to be good on Spectre, because it gives you 10 intelligence, and it gives you 6 armor. You need the intelligence. But generally, a lot of players skip the drum when you go for Blamewell, and he got. So,
I just feel that, for example, if you go phase drum into Manta, you get a ton of stats in that build because you have the ultimate orb there, you have the drums there, and generally that's enough. And by the time you pick up those items, you're also like level 18, level 20, where you have a lot of like natural gain in terms of stats. Well, this build's not working right now. I could say that.
Yeah, but I don't think the Blamewell is a cause of. Yeah, it definitely isn't working.
It's
but
the fact that
he's a combination of items. Like why does he hurt?
It has to lay his item. Blamel's 2k. I mean, that's a Yasha right there. In fact, we're going to see a little engagement up mid, or at least teleport back mid. Where's Bat Dota? He's mid. He's looking for a gank, and, well, we've seen this movie before, and, well, it's happening one more time. They can focus on Link, and Link is so damn tanky. In fact, look at this dispersion damage. It's going to try to hunt its way back out. Look at the dispersion Dota, guys. It's so insane. As Crystal Maiden counting back in because the 2 BKB is not going to be enough. Man, that heart has done so much work.
Guys. I'm
3
wrong.
people dead suddenly. And I guess Blamewell did some work there because the armor. Wow.
Oh my god, I just flamed the heart and then this heart. What an ownage item.
Well, I guess, was Black there in that team fight? I don't think she was, right? Or he was.
He wasn't. It was only 3 of them.
Yeah.
They've been winning these fights thbecause they've been ignoring the Spectre, but at one time they decided to go on the Spectre.
Well, they thought it was a free pick, but...
Huge mistake.
Well, now Roshan's back. I mean, before this game develops any further, who do you think is going to win? Because on one team you have mousesport up at Rax, but you also saw how powerful that Spectre is.
Dude, that's a freaking batrider on one side. Are you serious right now? I did not give my... I gave my thoughts before the game started. Can't lose.
Bone 7 Dota, auto win?
Can't lose.
Alright. Well, we'll see. I mean, they're definitely the more experienced team and players, but I don't know, man.
Just start up on Fado.
I always believe on Spectre. What did you say on Fado?
Shiva. No, the thing is, the Spectre doesn't do anything still if they ignore him. He does, like, no, he does a lot, but still, Spectre is one of those really weird carries. If you have an anti-mage and he's really farmed, he just blinks in and starts killing everybody, right? You can't, unless he gets doomed or something, you can't ever say like an anti-mage is not gonna do anything in a fight. Same goes with like a lot of other carry heroes, but Spectre is a really weird carry.
I mean, he haunts, he gets right next to your Crystal Maiden or your, whatever your support is, and she goes to work, right?
You can't go on the Shadow Demon though.
Right, because
he has a force stab and he can rape him, and NA, I mean NA he can go on, I guess. But another thing is that they're all gonna be invisible. So if you try to go on them and you don't have any dust or sentries, and like you're alone, they're alone, generally you're gonna be really far away from your teammates, and your teammates are the ones that carry the gem. So this is actually a pretty weird ass game for him. You can't really kill any other 3 heroes either.
So, if you're Link in this situation, what item will you be going for next? Butterfly? Manta style? Radiance?
You have to go Mantle and Spectre. It's too annoying. Like, you can send one illusion to each hero or something, and it's just like, what the hell?
Yeah, well, so far we don't really know what item he's going to get. He's also got a sell item as well. I imagine he's going to sell his TP scroll, but eventually either drums or Blamewell is going to have to go, and I guess it might be the drums here, because Blamewell is definitely not a bad late game item. The more HP you have, definitely, it synergizes quite well with the heart. And well, E-Pride is definitely pushing every single lane. Let's quickly revisit the girl graph. We haven't looked for a long time. As we saw a big upward swing towards the Radiant side, now another big dip backwards towards the Dire. This game is going back and forth. Neither team having more than 7,500 gold lead at any given point. Meanwhile, the experience though, it's going to be Dire as most of their heroes are insanely high level. In fact, Queen of Pain as well as Mirana out-leveling the Spectre at this point in the game as well. Last hit up to about 300 for basically everybody on mousesport. Now, a lot of it on the batrider are neutrals, but still decent amount of CS. Arrow, it's gonna hit right on Noah. Do you initiate if you're the bat? Well, he's thinking, yes, T-Vac, he will force have himself back out, and now they're gonna focus on Noah. Does he do enough damage? That's the question. Cinderin just gets himself blown up. They can't actually kill him before he drops this. The wall's not gonna do too much. Oh, Black gotta leap back out. He will leap back out, and Link in the middle of the team fight, not able to find anybody. Blink, Bone Dota blinks back in, but be very careful. Blink Shackle shot coming from Grid. The arrow will hit, but unfortunately, I think Bone 7 Dota is gonna die as a result. He's gonna come back in. No.
Bone 7, what a feeder! What a feed!
Man, you were just saying.
I was actually gonna say that if EOPro doesn't do anything in 1 minute, they're gonna lose because.
Why is that?
Mousesport was the Nyx assassin was 100 gold away from his dagger or 200 gold away from his dagger. And gold progression wise, Mirana is 4K. Bat was actually farming a lot, so he's gonna get a sheepstick, and Fod just gotta show us. Whereas on the other hand, that BKB is taking way too long on the puck. And no one else is close to an item.
Oh,
so.
Blink Hex coming out on Black. Is it gonna get shackled? Defensive Disrupt coming out from Paz. These are endless team fights. Link get hexed up, but are you really gonna focus on Link? He pops a Blade Mail, that's gonna disengage. Except Mirana does not care. He pops a BKB. He leaps back in. It looks like you just want Link, and he is gonna get Link. Great stunning out from Synderen. They also get Puck as well. That's a triple kill on Fada. He's looking for more. He's looking for crit.
Or they got the rack. Oh, they're gonna go for rush. Or they're gonna rack.
They could throw him right now, can't they? There's no buyback, right?
Do they know that though?
I mean, Spectre, if you're Roshan right now and the enemy team doesn't buy back.
No, they can't do anything even if they buy back because they wouldn't make it. So
they have a tier 2 tower. Oh no, they don't have haunt.
Yeah, so they wouldn't buy back us. So I don't think it tells them anything. They should go for Rosh. Rosh takes 14 seconds to kill, so it's not a big deal.
They will take it.
You definitely shouldn't go for a throne though. There's no way you're gonna kill the throne in time.
Yeah, I think I was overreading the distance and how much damage they actually do. They do take the Roche, and it looks like they're going to do a little bit of damage on the tier 2 tower as well, or maybe even take the tier 2 tower. Spectre back in about 38 seconds, 35 seconds. He definitely does have buyback though. That's
what the hell is this batrider doing?
Dude, he is going all around the world looking for picks.
But the Nyx Assassin, he bought back, he had 400 gold, now he's back to 1.6k, so a lucky break for him. Because he was gonna... I was actually... Like, he doesn't have a dagger 50 minutes in the game as a Nyx. That's pretty bad. And
well, he's playing the 5-row. He's playing the 5-row. All of his lanes being found by
I'm not saying it's bad on him. It's just bad in general. Like,
yeah,
you don't have the gold for a dagger. That's really sucks when you're Nyx dagger is so important. But he's gonna have that dagger. So he should tell someone to help him farm it though.
He's 1900 gold in. I guess he just needs like a neutral camp or two. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope he doesn't. Well, he's not gonna have buyback for a while, but that's what happened last fight.
Let's hope that he doesn't die for his sake in this coming up team fight. And Bone 7, fairly max, but in the last...
Can you help him farm with his freaking dagger?
Are you gonna yell at him afterwards, after this?
No.
No?
It's bad on Synderen. Synderen should be the one saying it.
Man, what a call out. But that's actually true. If you're the support, if you need farm, you tell your carry to actually help you farm, even though that sounds somewhat backwards in any case. But we have a BKB now up on Darkster. I don't think the BKB actually does a single thing for him. I mean...
It does, there's a hex.
Yeah, but if they want to initiate on you with the blink lasso...
But they can't arrow you after. The thing is, they amplify you, and then if you BKB and he grabs you, then he can't do anything. Because they can't amplify you, they can't do anything to you.
I mean, they're gonna right-click you. Look at Mirana.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna die in time. He's gonna be able to get his spells. So I think that BKB was the right choice. Any other item wouldn't really... I don't think he would be able to farm the sheep for a long time. So I think this is actually a really good item for us.
I personally would have gone Shivas for a little bit more armor against Mirana, but I guess you're right. If you pop the BKB, which it depends on whether you pop it or not, and Batrider has been initiating so well. Like, basically it's instant.
Yeah, if he grabs you, it doesn't matter if it's like a Shivas and a Kraz, you're dead.
I mean,
if you get amplified and stuff, like, you're done.
Yeah, I suppose so. Although, in these team fights, I'm not sure whether it's...
No, they're gonna go for a pick off top, I think. 2 versus 5, let's go.
Oh. No, we saw, in fact, they're actually going to go on top. It's going to be Han coming back in. Here comes the Shackle Shot. No, it gets blocked, and everybody's on the run. Bone 7 Dota, he blinks back out. Sonic Wave's going to get whiff, and Fada got the haste rune. He's going to be absolutely fine. Everybody runs back home, but Han's actually used... Do you say, guys, Han's on cooldown, let's get something happen? Do we push somewhere?
Yeah, they have Aegis, and he has 6.6k on the freaking Rano. Okay.
So you go, right? What do you think he's going to get? He spent some gold. Butterfly? Satanic.
I know, but there comes a point in time where some heroes like Mirana and Quap become ridiculously strong late game.
Yeah,
and this is where Mirana becomes ridiculously strong late game.
We don't ever really see it in pro games too often, but...
Used to in the past though. Like, yeah. Mirana, once he has items, he is strong.
I think Mirana and Queen of Pain, they both combination, when they combine, they outcarry Spectre. Like, just the fact that they have so much mobility in a team fight. And Spectre is, you know, this big melee creep, basically, that hits very hard, but...
I
think mousesport could go very, very late in this game.
The thing about your prize lineups, they don't have anything that goes for BKB, so once those BKBs go up, they can just hit all your other heroes other than the Spectre. They don't have to go on a Spectre. If they go on a Spectre, they're gonna lose the game.
Well, here comes Matt Dota. Arrow for Libela Scout. Oh, crit. He blinks back out. Blink. Well, it's gonna be the Crystal Maiden that they grab, but it's a BKB that's down for a CM. Is that worth? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure whether that's worth, but...
It's okay. The BKB cooldown and Elastic cooldown is very low. So as long as L probably doesn't initiate with like a shackle or something, they're gonna be okay.
The arrow, and it's gonna be Blink Hex. The shackle shot's gonna hit on Fada as well. Fada in bigger trouble because there's a vacuum on wall. He's gonna be dead. Does he have buyback? That's the question. Black getting sun up, but he does have Satanic as well as Aegis, but he really can't fight because the rest of the team are basically dead here. Force that back out here from Paz. I don't think he's gonna make it out. Shackle shot's gonna cancel that TP. So that's 3.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I felt like if the winner doesn't hit a shackle, then they're gonna be okay, but this crit guy has been hitting shackles like freaking maniac this game.
Brad is going to farm up top. He's basically got his Type of Ice. I guess he's going to save a little bit for buyback, or maybe he's going to just get the entire thing. But I think if your BKB's down, you don't make that siege. Sure, it's going to come off cooldown very soon, but they didn't have it for that team fight. That wasn't soon enough.
The siege was fine, though. I'm surprised he got shackled like that.
Well, it was a blink, a shackle onto a Queen of Pain, who could have popped the BKB to react to block it, but...
no, he got Hex first, I think.
No, I think it was Mirana got a Hex. I think. Yeah, I think it was Mirana that got Hex.
Well, I mean, they can easily soul siege, though. They just use the Mirana. Why does it have to be the Queen of Pain? The Mirana has the Aegis, and he has the freaking 2.5k HP with 21 armor, and he has buyback, and he has the Satanic, and he has a lot of things. Manta. I'm just shocked that Fada went for the siege. I don't think they played it right. I think the game would have been over, to be honest. If the Mirana just kept hitting the tower, there's nothing the L probably could have done.
Yeah, back then they had no buyback on the Spectre, so if you kill her once, she's dead. And more importantly, she had no haunt in that team fight, so that was a lot of damage that's being taken out. But unfortunately, Fada got caught out. Black maybe and the rest of the team not as patient with that siege. And instead of a Blink Dagger, it's going to be Nyx Assassin Vlad's. I mean, it's a ton of armor for the rest of your team. Is that worth it?
It's pretty good damage. I'm not too sure. Vlad's is pretty freaking imbalanced.
I mean, to me, sure, you could Blink Dagger on Nyx Assassin, and that's a great item, but there's also Haunt on the map. Can you ideally get your Blink off?
Yeah, you're right. Like, Vlad's, what a legit person, this Cindering guy.
Well, he does know a thing or two about Dota, you know?
Damn. Let's see how much damage it gives. To Murano. 155.
Are you looking at your document?
No, I'm just waiting for him to go next to Nyx. I'm not even gonna do a calculation. He gets around 21, I think.
Well, it's 15%, right?
That's pretty good.
Is it 15%?
That's decent.
Yeah, 15%. Well, can you do the basic math? 50% of 150.
No, F that, man. I haven't done any math since I quit school.
It's like 225-ish, so 25-ish damage, 22 damage.
Oh my god, Rana's gonna get a crit. It's gonna be so disgusting. Yeah, but they wasted their Aegis. That really sucks for them. I think they had an opportunity to win the game. Let's hope they... Like, there's two type of teams in pro scene. One will be like, oh, we just wasted Aegis, we should have won this game already, and then they start yelling at each other, or they keep it cool. And I think Black will keep it cool.
Yeah, Black's definitely seen it all. He like you said in past many commentaries that we've done together, he's a player that rarely chokes. The later game goes, the more farm he has, and it seems like the greater the chance that mousesport's going to win. For now, we're definitely getting to that stage. Meanwhile, we have the rest of the mousesport farming and pushing bot. Queen of Pain going for Assault Press.
Yes. Man, what a good item.
She's going to have a ton of armor. I'm not sure whether you agree with this, because let's go back to the VAP points. But previously to this patch, 6.77, AUI thought that Vlad's was a very cost-effective way to get a AC for your team. Because the armor for your team is, you know, they both give armor.
How can I not agree on this?
Because he's AUI? You don't even want to listen to what his reasoning is? Or...
No, I said, I mean, I completely agree.
Yeah?
I can't not agree. Like, it's so obvious.
Well,
Vlad's is really good.
Maybe the viewers at home, let's actually follow that through argument. So comparing Vlad's to AC, both gives armor aura for your team. Now
same aura.
Right. Now one gives minus armor aura to the enemy team, and Vlad's gives plus damage. So they both kind of sort of equate out. And meanwhile, back in the mid lane, we're gonna see yet more initiation. They drag Mini back in, and can they actually bring down Mini? That's the question. They do actually bring him down, and it's full retreat. Is there purge? There's no purge. I think if Link's rich enough, which he's not exactly at that stage of the game just yet, he should actually think about replacing that Diffusal Blade too. It's somewhat oh, that arrow hit on Link. Is Link dead?
Does that mean anything? I don't think so, right? They use 2 BKBs, there's no way to go on that.
True.
And you don't want to go on the Spectre, because you don't know if he has buyback. If he has buyback, you're done. And he does have buyback.
Oh.
But, yeah, go on your point.
Oh, about the Vlad's. It's pretty much done. I mean, one gives you plus armor aura, and the other one gives minus, or plus damage aura, and the other one gives you minus aura, so minus aura, minus armor aura. And they work out ultimately around.
I think pre-patch, like the Kuraz wasn't good simply because of Vlads.
Right.
But now that they stacked, it's like they're both really good.
Yeah. Oh, would you see Batrider?
Well, Sam, don't do it, man. You know how Master Man is. You need Master Man is.
He's not doing anything. Don't worry. He's out of Firefly as well. As they're basically gonna sit here and wait for the Roshan pit.
He's not buying his sheep though. He has enough reliability. He really should buy it. What are you doing? Does he have enough? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong.
Reliable Go 2400. Yeah, he definitely does have enough.
I don't know, and I'm gonna have to yell at him after this.
Oh.
Look at this play. Not having a freaking sheep stick. 5.7k gold.
Farming all over the map. He's gonna get it. Don't worry. He's gonna get it before the next team fight. I hope, at least.
I hope, man. Or else he lost the game for his team.
I mean, having another Hex on the team is always nice. Like, there's no argument against that. But I feel like Hex is not... It's Hex is what they really need.
You hex the Spectre, and then you just go on everyone else.
Like, that's under the assumption that, you know, Mirana by herself is already doing enough damage. And all she really needs is more lockdown, right?
Yeah. And that's all they need. They have enough damage. All their heroes do a lot of damage. Like, the Batrider does a lot of damage.
Does he? Like, are you talking about right clicks?
The Nyx does a lot of damage. No, I'm talking about the straight up damage, which is more important than right. I mean, why do you have to look at right clicks? Just look at damage overall, right? It's 11-second flame break. He does a lot of right click. He has a massive madness. Like, he actually hurts.
I mean, I never thought of Batrider as a physical menace at the late game, but I guess when you put it like that, with the massive madness on top, and well, I guess.
Oh no, is he gonna chicken?
No, he's Bleegate being. He's gonna find Noya. The arrow's gonna miss, but you gotta focus him down. Soul Catcher, the stuns are coming right through, but here comes the BKB puck. He gets on the low ground somehow, and now it's gonna be blame mails all over the place. Cinder and Dota's on the run. He's gonna be fine. Black's being really forced back out. He pops the Manta. No, the puck's on top of him. No, he's Invis. The Shackle Shot will save. Somebody had the detection. I think Black's gonna be dead. He's Satanic. He's life stealing back, and he's actually gonna get one kid. No, crits. Meanwhile, Mini trying to get their ultimate off. Gonna do a ton of damage. Fada in the middle of that team fight. Buyback coming up from Black. He's gonna have to leave back in the team fight. There's no TP on Cinder coming back in the team fight. Low Fada popping a Satanic. Meanwhile, Bone 7 Dota on the back line should do something. This is like clusterfuck. As Link's now down to about half HP on the run. On the back line here, we see Mirana getting one kill. I think Link's gonna die a second time here. Big Flink on the back, but the Blame Mail is actually killing Bone 7 Dota. Oh my god, that was so close. Does he have Haunt? No, he has no buy. He does have buyback, but he doesn't have Haunt. Man, that team fight was way too close.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That made him survive for such a long time, and they wasted a lot of right click on them. Look at Fada as well as Synderen as well as Batrider. They were so low HP throughout the rest of the team fight, but they just went in and out because of the mobility. And now Batrider, with his Breach of Travel, it's gonna come right back to the bot lane. No, he's gonna go for the Roshan. I think
that sucks so much though. Like, if the Spectre saved his Haunt, like I can't blame him for it because he thought maybe with the Haunt he can kill the Pot, but he didn't. And it sucks. I mean,
he did. He did kill Pot.
Yeah, I know, but he thought he was like killing before he popped the Satanic and stuff. If he didn't pop the Haunt and he bought back and haunted, like that would have been insane.
Like
he would have got like a triple kill and then maybe the Roshan.
Instant Batrider is gonna be dead.
This Batrider is solo killing the puck right now.
What?
This Batrider almost solo killed the puck just now. Do you see that?
No, I didn't. Sorry. It was...
He lets Massive Mass and started dragging his right at you.
And then he hexed him afterwards, and then right click, right click, right click. I mean, I never... God, this is amazing from a Batrider. Okay.
Yeah, and there's a Kuraz too, so with the Velats and the Kuraz, he's gonna do a lot. It's just gonna hurt.
Well, I think looking mousesport, they're like saying, let's end the game right now. We have our Aegis on the Queen of Pain. He's got AC Vlads, or not AC Vlads, AC Shivas on him. There's a Vlads on the team, and look at Shadow Demons. Force, Gold Scepter, Sheath, the item.
Look at Mirana, he's freaking max. Yeah, he didn't even pick up the Aegis.
Mirana don't need the Aegis. Have you seen that last fight? Titanic is pretty insane. Now Arrow, not going to hit anybody, but they're definitely going to hit on this tower and bad. You just can't actually run away from this engagement. I got to say, oh, it's going to be Puck dying there, not being able to pop BKB. Black going to be, they're going to just wait out the Haunt, yeah. And that's it. Right? Hex coming out right now, and they're going to try to get a return, but Shackle Shot is going to latch on Black. Blink trying to walk in, but he's so slow. Blink, vacuum wall, but no BKB coming out for Noya. That's a huge mistake. And now the BKB is coming out on the dire side. They see Noya low, but they're not going to chase because Link's on the front line. He's actually by himself, single-handedly driving the entire team back. Link is chasing. The Impale's going to hit. Do you actually focus now on him? I don't think they can, really. Fada's low. Fada's got a blink. He force half. He blinks. He's on the run, forcing himself Link forward here, and there's going to be the kill. And where is Black? Black is actually dead.
Get back. I go.
Oh my god! He actually just got bashed. First hit. Can he blink out? Blink, 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 Syphy, blink. Woo! Let's get close. Power shot. Power
AC
shot.
plus Shivas, guys. Can't die.
Well, armor is definitely house. Cinder now in a little bit of trouble as well. It looks like we have a little bit of re-engagement from Bone 7 Dota, focusing on crit. Chris is gonna be dead. Crystal Minion is gonna be dead as well. And Link trying to right click, but look at it's not taking any damage. They have so much armor. Link pops a blame out, but they don't have to right click on him. They just right click him just enough. Everybody's low. He does have buyback, but he has no haunt. So it don't matter.
He has 47 armor. What the hell?
That's kind of ridiculous. How much damage reduction he's taking? Does it say? With the armor
71?
It should say how much
71. No,
74% reduction. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, that's a lot. Every
This is how I build my Invoker too. Have you seen my stream?
Why Shiva's
I go
AC?
steal my first item and then I go AC.
Okay, well. Okay,
First 6 item build.
this Mirana's or not this Mirana's, this Queen of Pain is deceptively tanky. The Mirana's deceptively high damaging, although maybe she should be the one that had Aegis in that team fight. She's getting maxed out. Nobody has actually traded their BKB in just yet, so earlier you were saying whether you could drop the BKB, maybe you can't, just judging from the fact that nobody has tried to do it, but nobody's actually maxed out. Or close to being maxed out just yet.
Mirana is maxed out.
I mean, she's gonna...
She's pretty much maxed out.
She's gonna sell phase for travels and then save her buyback, right? And then she's maxed out.
Is that how... Do you have to have buyback and then have travels to be considered maxed out? Is that
I see that as maxed out because it...
Okay, I see.
Does it matter if you have a 6 slot if you die in a team fight and you're done? I mean... That's at least how I see it.
They lost the team fight. I mean... Oh no, in the end they did win the team fight, I guess.
They killed Link, yeah.
Yeah, but... They were gonna lose the team fight, and once again, AO probably like overextending. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time this happened this game.
Yeah, I'm still not really sure who's gonna win this game because mousesport, I mean, they're definitely winning these fights and they're pushing closer and closer to the enemy base. And the fact that Link has been buying back, he's not really adding an inventory. He's gonna go Abyssal next, which.
But you can't push against a barrow. That's the thing. Like you can't lose. That's the thing. Like.
I mean, Bone 7 Dota as well as he's been playing right now.
How do you push against him? You can't.
No, you kill him first, right?
How do you kill him?
Well, he has definitely died this game. No, he has definitely died this game. He has definitely made mistakes.
Right?
He's definitely
and dies though.
Yeah, if Bone 7 don't die, then you don't get to push off.
He has buyback. He's 6k gold. I don't know. It's so
well,
hard to,
I'm not gonna say it's easy, but you know, there's one other thing I do want to point out is Link's actually gonna get focused here. Shackle shot. Oh my god, that's gonna hit. God. But here comes Bone 7 Dota. He doesn't get the last off. Maybe he actually misclicked. I'm not sure what the case is. They finally grab on the Link, but I'm not sure what's going on. Where's the BKB Black? Black out of. Oh, he got a right click. Where's your satanic Black? Black fighting. He's gonna get Shackle. He finally dies a second time. Sonic Wave comes through. They also get a couple guys. Link does not have buyback anymore. Everybody's so very low on the mousesport side. They want it. Oh no! He misclicked on the disrupt, so it doesn't matter. Black gets the buyback. He's
lost travel. No, but travel.
He doesn't have travel. He's basically phased, and he's on the lead plan, trying to get back in a team fight. And well,
game-changing shackle. Let's go.
I don't know about that. I thought he had a great game-changing shackle power shot, and to try to slow down this push. Fada's very low, and the Rax is being somewhat focused. You can see a Bone 7 Dota on the back line, looking for the blink. Lasso's on cooldown. Mask of Madness is back up though. Just right click. They're just gonna get the second melee Rax, and unfortunately Spectre is just not enough. Blink 4 here coming from bad. Blink, oh, shackle shot. Not gonna latch. Close it, but I think it's gonna be mousesport getting that second lane of Rax. Are they gonna go for the throne here? Yeah, I think it is as well. Cause that Black.
Look at this Fada guy. Like, look at his HP. This is so disgusting. How much damage did he tank during that fight?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's so damn tanky, and well, Windrunner not gonna get any off magical shackle shots here. He's gonna get burst down, and looks like Noah's gonna get pushed down as well. There's a buyback from Windrunner, but double kill from Cinder. Look at Boom Dota. He's so damn tanky. Finally dies. He's got boots travel. He's got buyback. Now he is the one that's maxed, but it's gonna be mousesport. That's gonna be taking the throne, and everybody trying their best to defend. But look at Fada still tanking all the way to the end. GG, well played gets called. This is just a Group A match coming from Dreamhack Dota, guys. But mousesport showing some poise, showing some leaking play, but
showing some item choices.
Yeah.
The CM had -3 armor, and I mean had 3 armor, and the NA had 24. Like, this is. Do you see their HP in the fights? The NA was like red. The Shao
Everybody
was red. Everyone was red. Like, how Black barely died, right?
Yep.
How much damage did they tank? This is crazy.
Well, Black is always the first person to die because they all focus him on Black, but aside from that, the rest is so damn squishy that, or so damn tanky that they weren't able to bring them down. I do want to say this is something that occurred to me throughout the game, and I didn't have time to point it out, but Bad was initiating so much with the Blink Dagger. It was the same thing over and over again. Was it something that Spectre could have used Haunt to cancel, or is Haunt too important of a spell to throw out to?
How do you cancel it? If you were to use Haunt, you have to go in, right? You have to, because if you use Haunt and nothing happens, then
right. I guess
so you have to go in. You can't just go in with a Darkstar like that unless you see opportunity. You can't just go in with a Puck like that unless you get like a 3-man coil. Mouz is gonna be spread out, and they're gonna be spread out until 1-7 initiates. So they're always gonna have. That's the thing with Batrider. You're always gonna have the upper hand when it comes to the engagement, but you're the one who's gonna be choosing when you want to engage or not. And you can't just simply escape from the Batrider because he runs a 5-2. He has a Blinker. He has a 4-staff. He's a BKB, and you have no BKB counters. You have a Bane. If you have some sort of BKB counter, which I mentioned during the game,
Beastmaster, Vengeful Spirit, anything.
Yes, that's what they lacked. And once you give the opponent a Batrider and you don't have a plan, that is when you're putting yourself in a really ridiculously bad situation. You can't give your opponent a Wisp. You cannot give them a Batrider unless you have a plan.
Well,
that counters it.
I think we gotta end the commentary right now because it's been dragging on. Before, to me, the best Bat player was always S4 the way that he just dominated games. But I gotta say S4 move over. It's Bone 7. I've never seen this build before. I'm sure you've seen it many times. And
No, I only seen it from him. And I told him about it, and then he was like, "You're kidding, right?" And it's like he gets Yules, right? He's like, "I want the movement speed." I was like, "Okay, you want movement speed from Yules? Like, step over a fucking massive madness. Are you serious?"
I'm a convert. He has convinced me. This game has convinced me. I'm a Bone 7 fan now. Well, good win here for mousesport. This is only a Group A win, so it doesn't matter too much. Of course, I'll be casting more and more games from Dreamhack as well. Thank you guys for watching this one, and until next time, this is Eternal Envy and Luminous signing off to you guys.